Hey, good morning guys. Well, you saw a little footage of digging the hole back here, and this is the topping rock that's gonna go on top and also go in this hole to create the French drain. So should be a pretty good reservoir. I think it's about maybe 5 feet deep or so. We'll get all this water that wants to try to collect a little bit around the building from the runoff and get it off in there. So that's good. It's Sunday morning, pretty early at the time I'm filming this. I'll probably upload it a little bit later. But anyway, just working on cutting out a few things. I want to shout out to Reed Eichner for helping me out. I had problems cutting this. I showed it the other day, and it had so many segmented lines in it that it just wasn't cutting right. And you can see I just now got it cut out, and it cut much better. I did get an 030 error message in the middle of it, and I started, somebody pointed out on, I can't remember who it was, on one of my last videos, that my signal line here from the PC over to the controller was running too close to the power, and right now I just kind of got it draped up and over just to get it as far away as I can. But then I happened to notice that also the signal wire coming from that goes to the plasma, the gray one down there, was actually wrapped up underneath the main. You see that one, the gray wire that gives the signal to the torch on when to turn it on and off and all that. It was sort of tangled up around that big power line that comes in and supplies the main power. So maybe that was causing some of the 030 messages I was getting. But it got halfway in the middle of cutting this one, and I finally took the time and sat down and figured out how to use the run from here command in Mach 3, which is right there, which I could not get to work before. I tried it a few times, and I would get in the middle of a large cut and just have to abandon it. Now it did work again, but it has to sort of re-pierce in the middle of an existing spot, or at least that's how I did it, and it kind of made a little extra blowout in that spot, but it's gonna work out all right. So you see where we cut that part out. Now I was just getting ready to cut this is going to be a 2-layered part. The back of it's going to be painted candy, and then the front will just be the brushed metal. And so I'm going to cut out this. I just went into the cam and used the same setup, but the layer on the inside, I just unchecked it and saved it. And now it's just should just cut out this outer layer. So we're going to zero this out. And we're going to cut this at 150 inches a minute. 16 gauge fine cut consumables, that you actually are supposed to be able to cut it faster than that, but I don't have good luck doing that. Especially it should cut this right here pretty well, but on that other, the main crest out there that I just showed you had so many little intricate details about it that it just doesn't, the motors don't move the head fast enough. They don't react fast enough on a really tight radiuses and things like that. Supposedly there's a way to get it to slow down in the corners. I think it's right here, this corner disable, and I do see that coming on when it goes into corners sometimes, but I don't really see it slowing down any, and you can just tell it doesn't leave as clean a cut when it does that. But anyway, we'll see if we can get this cut out real quick and show you that, instead of always just rambling on this channel. So we got everything zeroed out, and it should be ready to cut that. making pizza trays, doesn't it? All right, so we got that. You can see here's the one that I got halfway in the middle of and had to abandon that one. So I don't know what I can use that for. I wish I had taken the time to. Well, this one ended up being too big anyway. I'll show you just kind of the scale. I've got a flag in here. Yeah, so I cut this one out for him, and he didn't like the design on this one as good. It doesn't have near as much detail. This one actually cut really nicely, but this is 38 inches, and that's a 76-inch wide flag. And you can see just proportionally, you know, it's actually too big. So the one I just cut's 26 inches or 28 inches, and he's getting a 70-inch flag. So and then I'll have a frame that kind of ties all that together. And this is going to be offset a little bit. It'll be brushed with the candy backer that we just cut, and then of course that'll tie in with the candy stripes. And the Marines logo is sort of a gold, and you know, their flag is gold and maroon or dark red. So I think it'll all tie in pretty nicely together. All right, I don't think I've shown in here since we finished the cabinets up and got those mounted. You can see we got plenty of light in here. We got the under mount LEDs there, and of course the essential Keurig. Gotta have that every day. Here's a little rose I made. Big thanks to Eco Mouse for helping me with the CAD on that. He's you know, he likes to give me crap about a bunch of stuff, but he's a pretty good dude. He's helped me out with a few things, and he's got a lot of good ideas and stuff. I've linked his channel before. So, all right, just showing you what was going on here this weekend on a Sunday morning. Got some shirts and mugs I'm going to be shipping out in the next few days. See you guys.